all had an awesome Palm Sunday, and you begin to remember Jesus' journey to the cross during this time of Holy Week, and that it's the one thing that sets Christianity apart from every other religion. This morning I want to talk to you about facing challenges in the midst of pursuing God. Often we face obstacles and challenges that we did not expect, that we did not prepare for, that we might not agree with, and it brings me to a place of asking myself, how do I keep moving forward in pursuing God when things get difficult, when hardships come, when I begin to feel uncomfortable and out of control? And I find peace in Psalm 121. It's an encouragement to people in a position of physical journey to Jerusalem, facing hardships along their way in search of faith and strength in order to move forward. And it comes from the Songs of Ascent, and there were 15 of these written to encourage ancient Jewish pilgrims on their journey to Jerusalem to worship God at the temple. Jerusalem was a city nestled in the mountains, and so it was a long journey through the desert and up the mountain, not only physically challenging, but dangerous along the way. There were lots of robbers, people trying to take advantage of them, gangsters running different blocks, right? In all seriousness, it was very scary, actually. And I think that one way that we could look forward and continue to be encouraged is by seeking God in this. And we see this in verse 1. It says, I lift up my eyes to the mountains. Where does my help come from? You see this picture of David looking at these mountains that could be doubt or insecurity or fears or obstacles that are in your way, or other people trying to bring you down, or your own negative thoughts, or health issues, or sadness, whatever these mountains may be. It says, these are so big to me. Where does my help come from? I cannot do this on my own. And as we seek God, we see that we are in need of help for whatever it is that God has called us to, whatever purpose or task that He has created us to bring forth this task with His help and with His power, not on our own. That we can't be so prideful that we say, no, I don't need help, I've got this. It was designed to be completed through you as a vessel with the help of His power and Spirit. And verse 2 says this, that my help comes from the Lord, the maker of heaven and earth. Friends, God is in control. As David looks back and he remembers just who God is, the creator of heaven and earth, that there is nothing outside of His power and His control. And we can become so overwhelmed with doubt and so overwhelmed with not getting our way that it feels so good to give up the control to God anyways. Verses 3 through 4 say this, that He will not let your foot slip. He who watches over you will not slumber. Indeed, He who watches over Israel will neither slumber nor sleep. The Lord watches over you. The Lord is your shade at your right hand. That's a good verse. That means you are being protected, that you have to trust in God's protection. God is always available. He's never taking a nap. He's never on vacation. But this does not mean that you're not going to go through it in life. I've known a lot of people, and the majority of us, we have to go through it most of the times because God, He wants to prune us. He wants to sharpen us. He wants to strengthen us. He wants to test us, right? He wants us at our best so that we can be more versatile in kingdom work, and He could use us as vessels and equip us to be able to do more, right? And we have to trust in God's protection. That at times I've seen people get a healing. I've seen when man says, no, you all need to come to the hospital and say goodbye to your grandmother. And God has a different plan. That it wasn't the plan that I understood or that the doctors understood, but it was a plan that God understood and that God had. And that's why we have to trust in His protection. If it's my time for things to happen, then it's my time for things to happen. But God intervening through our prayers, Him intervening through comfort, through bringing us joy, through bringing us His presence. We have to trust in His protection. And in order to trust in His protection, a lot of times we have to believe that the destination is worth it, right? The verse goes on to say right here in verse 6, it says, the sun will not harm you by day, nor the moon by night, saying that, hey, even the dangers of the day and even the dangers of the night, they will not harm you because I am protecting you like a shield. The Lord will keep you from all harm. The Lord will watch over your comings and goings, both now and forevermore. And often when we see that word forevermore, it means eternity. It says pay attention toward heaven. It's bringing attention to heaven and eternity. And there's a lot of things and feelings that come with serving God and with this Christian life. But let me promise you that it will all be worth it. That the glory of heaven and eternity you have to look forward to. I want to tell you this, is that if your eyes are on right now, and if your eyes are on what this can do at the moment, let me ask you to adjust your eyes and fix your eyes on eternity, on your home. I know that you can have anxieties and worries and fears because of what's going on right now, but we have to fix our eyes on our home. And I want to leave you with this, that if you come across difficult times, that if you feel like giving up, do not give up. Do not lose hope. That to keep seeking God and to remember that He is in control, to remember His promise that He will guard you, to keep focused on the destination. And that if you do these things, I believe that that can encourage your heart, that it can encourage your spirit, and it can give you the motivation to continue to move forward. God has a plan. He has a purpose. And though we may not understand every single detail of it, it will reflect His good and His glory in the end. Have a great day. We love you. Bye-bye.